Now, the second leg of this conversation, we'll be talking to one of the aggrieved members, the faction, rather, of the Rivers State APC. And this has to do with the embattled chairman of the All Progressive Congress state in Rivers State, Emeka Beke, who has called on the party national chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, to reverse the decision of the National Working Committee dissolving the party's executive in the state. He spoke to journalists in Port Harcourt, said the tenure of the party executive in the state had yet to elapse. And of course, the chairman committee, of course, who is Tony Okocha, was known to be a former ally of Governor Nyesom Wike, who is now the FCT minister. But I'm going to be talking to the Rivers State APC spokesperson and the person of Darlington Iwaju. Minister Darlington, can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, so earlier I've spoken to Tony Okocha, who has now been inaugurated as the caretaker chairman for your party, APC, in Rivers State. But I'm also aware that you are on the opposing side, saying that this should not happen. Tell us what exactly is your position, or the position of some of your members, some of the other members that are in your own camp.
Well, let me correct an impression. I listened to your intro of Mr. Tony Okocha. Now, he is not the former ally of the current minister of the FCT. He is an ally of the current minister of the FCT. That said, as you are aware, members of the state executive went to court in order to stop the inauguration, and the party, the national office of the party, was duly served. And we believe that they should have seen service of court proceedings. It simply means that any
Hello, Mr. Darlington, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I think we've lost Mr. Darlington once again. We'll be trying to connect with him, some technical issues there. And he's currently the spokesperson for Rivers State, aside from the fact that the 7-man committee, panel caretaker committee that was inaugurated by the NWC, National Working Committee of the APC, led by Abdullahi Ganduje. So, but they are on the opposing side, saying that what the party, the national party is doing in Abuja, for them is not right. And they are saying that they should let the executive term of the state elapse. Their term should elapse, and that is their own position to say that. Can you just wait? Let this elapse. Mr. Darlington, are you back now?
Yes. I said I was trying to explain to you that when you take actions or decisions that are not rooted in justice or they are not rooted in the constitution of the party, it means that you are simply wasting your time. Because as far as we are concerned, when you take any decisions during the pendency of a matter in court, it means that you are denigrating the court. It means that you are disregarding the authority of the court. And it also means that whatever you do or whatever you think you have done will eventually be struck down by the court, because the court frowns at situations where institutions or individuals will slight or disregard this authority. Now, in the constitution of the APC, I thought that Mr. Tony Okocha would have quoted the part of the Constitution where the NWC derives its powers to appoint, to dissolve validly elected state executive members or EXCO members of the party at any level. Now, it is only the neck of the party. I wish the network was all right for me to have done this interview via Zoom. Now, I would have shown to you relevant sections of our party constitution, the latest version of the APC constitution, amended on the 26th day of March 2022. And that version of the constitution does not donate powers to the NWC to dissolve elected executives of the political parties. I have here with me copies of the result of the state congresses in Rivers State. I have here with me a copy of my own personal results, the result of my election, and I scored 1,421 votes. So it means that the decision of 1,421 delegates of APC in Rivers State was set aside, was disregarded, was swept away without recourse to any form of consultation, especially consultations with the constitution of the party, which is the Bible of the All Progressive Congress Party in Nigeria. How can anyone sit down to take decisions that will be ultra-virus our own constitution? And so I say to you today that whatever decision has been taken, including the ones that will be taken in the coming days, that has neglected and disregarded the pendency of the suit lying before a Federal Capital Territory High Court will eventually suffer stillbirth. And I also want to say to you that the inauguration, the so-called inauguration of the caretaker committee has already suffered stillbirth by the virtue of the fact that an originating summons has already been served and an ex parte motion served on the national office of the party. So you cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. Now, let me also say to you again that the man who is laying claim to be state caretaker chairman of our party was at the center of the crisis that led to APC not fielding candidates in 2019. I wish he could have, talked about the role he played as an individual. And so eventually in 2022, he continued in the same path by sponsoring a suit that is George Olu, involving George Olu and 4 others against the APC in Rivers State. And the court came to our rescue. That was why we had candidates for 2023 elections, if not for the appeal court. So there is no way somebody who has had a history of causing crisis in APC in Rivers State can be handed over the task of making peace in the party. But anyway, we have already said my argument is simple. And what is the argument? The argument is that the NWC does not even have powers to dissolve any of the elected executives of our party. Whether in Rivers State, whether in Taraba State, whether in Adamawa State, they do not have such powers. It is only the neck of the party, NEC, of the All Progressive Congress Party that has powers under Article 13 sub 3B.
Mr. Darlington.
It is only the neck
Mr. Darlington.
that has powers to dissolve any other organ of the party in Nigeria, and not the NWC.
Okay, Mr. Darlington, let me interject here. Some persons have also said that why is it that APC Rivers is always having litigation in court? From 2015 to 2019, now to 2023, if it's not the governorship candidate, is the party leadership structure, they always find themselves at the courts. Okay, let me put it this way. After every election here, does the APC take a stock? APC Rivers, do they take a stock? Do a postmortem And what are the resolutions to make after that post-mortem going forward for the party to move forward?
Now, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fine. The man that you just interviewed before myself, one of the decisions or one of the outcomes of such post-mortems did not favor him when he was eventually removed as the local government leader of the APC. He was local government leader of the APC, but was removed as a result of a committee, a fact-finding committee that was set up by the leadership of the party to investigate the activities of all the leaders of the party and what went wrong. How come we could not win the elections in 2015, for which he himself was a candidate for the House of Reps elections? And so that fact-finding committee and the series of decisions led to his eventual removal of leader of APC in Obiakpo. And someone else was appointed. And so that was what got him angry, and he decided to fight the party. And he did go to court. He went to court through proxies, and he cannot deny that. So what we are saying is that at every point in time, whether in 2019 or in 2020, whether in 2018 rather, and in 2022, some elements in the party have always been in the eyes of the storm. Some elements in the party have always been in the business of taking this party to court to ensure that we do not even have candidates at all. And the man who is now laying claim to be caretaker chairman is one of those elements.
Okay.
So how can you have peace without justice?
Okay. I wish that we had more time to talk about some other things, but of course,
I also wish you could reschedule this interview. I'll be very glad.
Of course, we will do that. Technology was not our friend today. Thank you very much, Mr. Darlington Waju, of course.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Spokesperson for Rivers State APC. Well, thank you for coming on the show. That's our show for today. Join us by 11 p.m. when a repeat of this program will be done, and at 5 a.m. where also you have a repeat. I am Ademola Lawrence. Have a very lovely day.